Gonna bring you game three against from Gray King versus Kris King rather versus Gray Swanson. Kris on Jund.
Yep.
Pretty staple of the format. It's been around for a while.
Definitely.
Great Elf, Billy Honest, and
Yep, just three-color ridiculous cards.
Yeah, absolutely. And Gray's going to be playing Miracles, so another staple of the format.
Also three-color ridiculous cards, but a bit more synergy going on there.
Absolutely. Interestingly enough, one of Miracles' only bad matchups. The reason why a lot of pros have gone to the deck is it's pretty good against the field.
Right. Can handle pretty much everything.
Yeah, Jund being one of the tough matchups. Kind of a dog.
Yeah. It's just the card advantage is really hard to fight against. It can't really keep cards like Jason the Mind Sculptor on the battlefield for any length of time, and against at least a good Jund player, you're not going to be able to really clean up with cards like Terminus too well. Your counterbalances, are susceptible to abrupt decay. It's just hard to really grind advantage against the Jund deck.
Yeah, absolutely. Here I think we see Gray going down to 6. Definitely not where you want to be when you're up against the gun in a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Kris seems happy with his 7.
One card I've been really surprised on how amazing it is in this matchup is actually the Punishing Fires. Just being able to burn out just about everything that the Miracles deck wants to do, whether that's Fencer, Vendilion Click, Jason the Mind Sculptor, or just as a win condition that's really hard to disrupt. Very impressed with Punishing Fire in this matchup. When I thought it wouldn't be that great. Just as a burn spell against that control deck, but yeah. And you see Kris King is going to lead off there with the all-powerful Deathrite Shaman. Yeah. It looks like we have a Duress, which most undoubtedly came out of his sideboard there.
See a brainstorming response, kind of hiding those heavy hitters on the top.
Yep. Going to see possibly if he got a land heavy 6, he'll be able to make that Duress miss.
Yeah, even show him like a Vendilion Click, or a Vencer.
Couple lands, click. Let's see what Gray's got here. And he's got a little bit of glare there. We see Tundra, Volcanic Island, and a bunch of mystery cards.
I'll go check out
we'll go check out what those are. Sorry for the glare, guys. We're going to work on that. We're going to get our camera above. It's just right now we're not able to do that.
These cards we can't see are Plains Caracas and Entreat the Angels.
Plains Caracas and Entreat. So Entreat the only card to take there. Oh, and Sylvan Library from the Jund deck. And this is really what Kris King wants to do, especially against this Bold of Sticks, is start grinding this card advantage. That Wasteland's going to be very effective. They'll take out the Volcanic Island. It's really only an island in this matchup.
It's the red. Pyroblast is most certainly not in the deck anymore.
Yeah, unless Gray did have a Blood Moon in his sideboard, which he would bring in this matchup.
I would, unless Kris King has another land, I would be surprised maybe if we don't see him waste here, because Gray has a handful of lands rather, and it might not be the best time to do it.
Yeah,
if Kris has a card like Bloodbraid Elf, for instance, he might want to be able to fire this off.
If he has one of his more expensive guys. He may have 2 Wastelands, just want to use it immediately, but looks like he does not.
Maybe. We'll see if Kris drew any cards there.
And we see a Dark Confidant from Kris. Probably.
Kris paying 4 there, getting an extra card off the Sylvan Library. Pretty good. And here we see a Dark Confidant.
Yeah.
Kris just progressing his board, sculpting his hand, and
there's a considerable argument for those 2 cards on Chris's board there to be the 2 best creatures in Legacy.
Yeah, I think
maybe Stoneforge Mystic.
Bob certainly run for the money, but I think Deathrite Shaman. I think the decks that it's in just allow the turns where they have Deathrite Shaman, or the games where they have Deathrite Shaman are the best at the game. They're the best. The decks that play it can generally produce. It's the best draw for their decks, with the exception of maybe Elves, because Findhorn Elves does the same thing.
Yeah. Just a slight.
Deathrite Shaman, man. Pretty good card.
Yep.
Abandoned Modern decided that was too good with fetches, the synergies.
Yeah, it's just insane. I think Kris missed his Bob trigger last turn. Unless he flipped it over extremely fast. I did not see a card come off there.
Yeah,
I think he's just revealing them off camera.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one to keep track life totals. We'll do our best, though, guys. I think Kris resolving Sylvan Library trigger. Looks like he just drew one there. Yeah, Phoenix, the 1-mana Planeswalker is right.
Yeah.
All the modes on that card.
And one thing for Gray that is going to give him a little bit of hope in this game is Chris King has missed his last 2 land drops.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is not good, especially because he's been able to use that Sylvan Library. It means he doesn't have lands coming. He will probably be able to pay life to dig a little bit more, but him missing land drops does give Gray a chance to land some action, terminus away those creatures, and land Jace the Mind Sculptor, and actually maybe grind back into this game. Because right now he's just getting buried in card advantage.
Certainly, and if I'm Chris King, I might be a little bit more aggressive with the Sylvan Library, just kind of get some cards off the top of my deck, try to find those land drops.
Try to find the lands. Yeah, life total not too important. The main card you got to worry about from Gray is that Entreat the Angels, but he was able to address one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Most likely only one left in his deck. It's possible he sided up to 3.
Dark Confront getting frisky, attacking Gray down to 11.
Yeah. And you see, he was able to finally find Grove of the Burnt Willows. And he's going to try for Hymn to Torok against Gray. And Gray is going to brainstorm against that. And Hymn to Torok, just such a... and he's...
Miracle and Treat the Angels, found that going to make 1 angel. Interesting he didn't do that inside of combat to ambush that Dark Confront.
Yeah. I guess, probably he just decided that maybe doing it for 1 was just a little bit too small, and so he wanted to
potentially wait.
Yeah, he wanted to wait on it, and just against the Hymn to Torok, he didn't.
Yeah.
He wanted to do it immediately and get it down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
The 1 angel is good, but 1 is just not enough against the Jund deck. It's just got too many removal spells. It's way too easy to kill 1 angel. Any Liliana the Veil, Punishing Fire returned, Lightning Bolt and Punishing Fire, or just simply if it blocks Dark Confidant, which you would have to finish it off with a Punishing Fire.
A follow Dark Confidant and then passing of the turn. Great, tapping that angel sideways, so potentially the life totals here are incorrect.
Okay, yeah. We'll try to get an update on these life totals for you. Are those... Oh, is that another Entreat the Angels? Did he miracle that off of his draw step for the turn?
He must have, wow.
I think so.
Yeah, he absolutely did.
We'll try to update these life totals for you here, just because with that Dark Confidant, we were able to keep up with it.
Yeah, between Sylvan Library and Dark Confidant, changing of life totals here from Chris King. Without the ability to have a spotter down at the match, it's kind of tough. We're in a back room, but we're doing the best we can for you guys. I think we're deliberating in Chris's main phase.
Okay, currently Kris is at 5.
Kris looks dead unless he has a Maelstrom Pulse.
Yep, that would, I think, be one of the only cards to actually get him out of this.
And I believe it is a 1-of in this deck, so... With the library, he sees 3 deep, but might not get there.
So, we thought Gray was dead, but he was able to find both of his other entreats. He must have boarded up to the 3rd one,
absolutely
like I expected. And
runner.
Yep, off the top, just making 4/4s for ridiculously undercosted.
Yeah, it's a really good card. It's fun as standard. I enjoyed it when that brief period would ponder and the card was legal.
Absolutely, yeah.
Pretty powerful deck.
Yeah, Entreat the Angels. When you can do it on your opponent's turn, it's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with Sensitive Dividing Top, now you have to pay any mana to do that.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane.
Super powerful effect. And
Kris,
Jund hard pressed to answer 3 4/4 flyers.
Yeah, he's tanking here, but nope, he just throws them all down. No way to do it.
See a bunch of cards, no way to...
Had Lightning Bolt, had Abrupt Decay, just no possible way. And, is that the 4th Entreat the Angels from Gray?
Wow.
On top? So he must have, maybe he's main decking 3 and boarding a 4th one?
Wow, that's super deep.
Yeah, and really the only reason that I think to do that is to really help out with your Jund matchup, because it really is by far your best card in this matchup.
Yeah.
And so often it will get Thoughtseize or Duressed, that you just want a lot of them. You want it in your opening hand, you want it in your deck. It's really the key to winning this matchup, and so Gray was able to do.
Yeah, so here we are, round 1 over. Saw a couple good matches.
Yep.
Some good decks.
Jund. losing to the Miracles deck.
Yeah, interestingly enough.
4 and treat the Angels too much.
Evidently, we have 4 and treat the Angels. That might just be a meta choice. He thinks that there's maybe a lot of fair decks in the room today and just trying to close out with some 4/4s. But we are. Looks like we're going to be done for the round. They might have been the last one, so we'll try to bring you round 2 here shortly.
Yep, round 2 coming up at Dark Star Games. Stay tuned. Thanks, guys.